Hello, my dear students. Myself, Dr. Pitambar Humne, founder Botany for You, and working as Associate Professor and Head Department of Botany, Dharampet MP Dev Memorial Science College, Nagpur, Maharashtra, India. I welcome you all in this online platform for the students of Life Sciences Botany for You. Today, we are going to see the 16th lecture in this lecture series on angiosperm taxonomy. On Engler and Prandtl's system of classification. In last class, we have seen the Bentham and Hooker's system of the classification, and before that, we have seen the different principles which are needed to understand the classification. If we see any classification, then there are the different categorization in the form of artificial classification, natural classification, phylogenetic classification, etc. Here, the today's topic, that is Engler and Prandtl system of the classification, falls under the category of phylogenetic system of the classification. And if you see both these classifications, that is Bentham and Hooker system of the classification and Engler and Prandtl system of the classification, then you will be able to know about the differences among these two different classifications. So, if you have not yet watched earlier lecture, first of all watch it and then watch this one lecture. So, here the two German botanists, that is phylogenetic system of the classification, which is published by them, that is Engler and Prandtl, in 23 volumes of Die Naturallichen Pflanzen Familien from 1887 to 1915. This complete system is based upon Aischer's system of the classification, and they have considered the evolution or the origin and evolution of angiosperms during this classification. In their classification, there are 14 divisions as per the 11th edition, which were later on published by Engler in association with that of the Diels. And according to this 11th edition of this classification, there are 14th division, and out of this 14th division, 14th one is the related with that of the seed plants. So today we will see the classification which is given by Engler and Prandtl in this system about the angiosperms. The different characteristics which were considered by Engler and Prandtl in their classification, and that we have represented here, the salient features. Engler believed the amentiferous origin of angiospermous flowers. Means here, amentiferous means nothing but the families or the plants belonging to the catkin like of the inflorescence. Usually, the Casuarinaceae, Salicaceae, Fagaceae are some of the families which comes under the Amentiferæ. Then the bisexual flowers evolved from the clusters of male and female flowers held in the same inflorescence, just like to that of the catkin inflorescence. They also believed that the monocots and the dicots have evolved independently from hypothetical extinct gymnosperms called proto-angiosperms. And they also believed there is a polyphyletic type of the origin of dicotyledons among the angiosperms. They considered monocots to be the more primitive than the dicot, and the orchids as highly evolved organisms than the grasses or the members of family Poaceae. And hence, in this classification, they have placed the monocotyledons before the dicotyledons, which is again one of the major demerit of this system of the classification. Then from the arrangements of the orders and families in the system, it can be concluded that evolutionary lines progressed from the apetally to polypetally. Means here in this classification, apetally is placed in this classification earlier and later on the polypetally. And then in the last, there are the families or the orders from the gamopetally. Then again, the apocarpy to the syncarpy, means apocarpy considered as a primitive and the syncarpy as an advanced one. In the similar manner, the hypogyny as a primitive character and the epigyny is an advanced character. Actinomorphy is a primitive one and zygomorphy as an advanced character. So these are the different taxonomic characters which were considered by Engler and Pruntle in their classification to show the evolutionary relationships among the different members of angiosperms. As earlier said, in 11th edition, which were published by Engler and Diels of Syllabus der Pflanzenfamilien, the plant kingdom has been divided into 14 divisions, right from the bacteria, algae, fungi, bryophyta, pteridophyta, gymnosperm and angiosperms. Each and every plant is considered and studied in this classification system. And this 14th division, that is known as Embryophyta siphonogama, means the seed plants. Today that we know, the gymnosperms and angiosperms are the seed plant. So these two different groups are included in the Embryophyta siphonogama. Later on, they are divided into the two subdivisions in the form of gymnospermy and angiosperm. And the 13th division, that is Embryophyta asiphonogama, includes the bryophyta and pteridophyta. The angiosperms which are included in this subdivision angiospermy are again classified into two classes, then two subclasses, 55 orders and 303 families. If you see the different arrangement of the classification which is proposed by Engler and Pruntle, that already we have seen the Embryophyta siphonogama is 14th division in the classification which is given in 11th edition by Engler and Diels. This division, that is Embryophyta siphonogama or the seed plants, are classified into two subdivisions, that is first one is gymnosperms and second one is a angiosperm. Earlier we have seen in the Bentham and Hooker system of the classification, in which Bentham and Hooker placed the gymnosperm in between the dicot and monocotyledons. But here Engler and Pruntle separated and considered the gymnosperm as an isolated group from that of the angiosperms. Again, the angiosperms are classified into the two classes, that is first one is monocotyledons and second one as a dicotyledons. here again one of the demerit or the drawback of this system of the classification is that the monocotyledons are placed before the dicotyledons. The monocotyledons include the 11 order and 45 families, and the dicotyledons include the 258 families. So, again this monocotyledons which are classified into the 11 orders, which are Pandanales, Halobi, Triuridales, Glumiflorae, then Principes, Synthi, then Spathiflorae, then Perinosi, Liliflorae, Scetamini and Microspermi. But the dicotyledons, instead of classification into the direct orders, here they are classified into two subclasses. That is, first one Archiclamidae and the second one, that is the Metaclamidae. If we compare this system of the classification which is proposed by the Bentham and Hooker with that of the natural system of the classification which is proposed by Bentham and Hooker, then we will find that here the Archiclamidae is nothing but the total number of the organisms which are considered by Bentham and Hooker in their classification, that is in the Polypetalae and Monoclamidae, while the Gammopetalae is considered here in the Metaclamidae, and hence the Archiclamidae is also considered as apetalae and the Metaclamidae is also considered or known as sympetalae. So, if we see and compare both these, then we can very well understand both the system of the classification. Again, this Archiclamidae classified into 33 orders and 201 families, which includes Verticillata, Peperels, Salicales, Hydrostachys, Garrulus, Myricales, Balanopsidales, then Litnariales, Jugulandales, Julianales, then Batidales, Phagales, Urticales, Podostemales, Proteales, Xanthales, Aristolochiales, Balanophorales, Polygonales, Centrospermi, Ranales, Riedales, Saraceniales, Rosales, Pandanales, Geraniales, Sapindales, Rhamnales, Malvales, Parietalles, Apuntiales, Myrtiflorae and Umbelliflorae. And the Metaclamidae is classified into 11 orders, that is Dipensiales, Ericales, Primulales, Plumbaginales, Ebenales, Contorti, Tubiflorae, Plantaginales, Rubiales, Cucurbitales and Campanulales. So, in this way, here the total number of organisms are classified into the different orders in this system of the classification. Today, we will see the different families and the orders which are placed in this system of the classification in the form of synopsis of Engler and Prandtl system of the classification. As we have seen earlier, that is 14th division of the system of the classification which is proposed by Engler and Prandtl, that is Embryophyta siphonogama, that is the seed plants, which are again classified into the two divisions, that is subdivision Gymnospermy and the second subdivision, that is Angiospermy. This indicates the gymnosperms are placed before the angiosperms, and this is one of the merit of the system of the classification. Here, the subdivision Angiospermy is classified into two classes as we have seen earlier, that is the class 1 which is the monocotyledon, and the class 2, which is on the dicotyledons. So first of all, we will see the first class of this subdivision angiospermy. These monocotyledons include 11 orders and 45 families. The first one, that is Pandanelles, and this Pandanelles includes 3 families, that is Typhaceae, Pandanaceae and Sparganiaceae. The Typha is one of the genus from this family, as well as the Pandanus from the family Pandanaceae. The second order, that is the Helobi, also known as Najadales or Flaviales, which includes Potamogotanaceae, Najadaceae, then Sugeriaceae, Aponegotanaceae, Butomaceae, Hydrocaritaceae and Alismaceae. So here the Potamogeton is one of the genus from the Potamogotanaceae. Nazas, Nazas minor, Nazas major are the common plant from the Najadaceae. Aponogeton from the family Aponegotanaceae. Butomopsis from the family Butomaceae, and Vallisneria, Hydrilla, Blixa and Ottilia are some of the members from the Hydrocaritaceae. Then from the Alismaceae or Alismataceae, Sagittaria is one of the most important genus. The third order, that is Triuridales, which include the single family Triuridaceae. Then the Glumiflorae, which includes the Gramineae. Nowadays we know the Poaceae as per the ICBN rules, and the second family in the Glumiflorae is Cyperaceae. The most common members of the Gramineae are the grain producing plant like the Oryza sativa, Triticum vulgare, G. maize, then Saccharum spontaneum, etc. Then in a Cyperaceae, Cyprus, Furana ciliaris, then Fimristylis, Eleocharis, these are the most common members of the family Cyperaceae. If we see in a Bentham and Hooker system of the classification, you will find that the Poaceae is placed at the end of the classification, but in this classification which is proposed by the Engler and Pruntle, here this Poaceae is included in the 4th order out of the total number of orders. So on that basis we can say that here the most advanced families that we are now considering, they are placed here in the earlier classification. Then the next one is, that is the Principes, which include the family Palmae, and now it is known as Araceae. Cocos nucifera is one of the well-known plant from this family. Then Cynanthe, also known as Cyclanthales, which include the family Cyclanthaceae, and Spathiflorae include the Araceae and Lemaceae. The members of Araceae are very common: Colocasia, Alocasia, then Thyreophonum, Pistia, etc. While if we see the Lemaceae, then the Wolffia is one of the most important genera of this family. The 8th order in the monocotyledon, that is Phaerynosae, which includes the family like Myacaceae, then Xyridaceae, Eriocolaceae. The most common members are Eriocolon. Then the Bromeliaceae, that is Ananas from the family Bromeliaceae. Then Comelinaceae, Cyanotis, Comelina, Toningia, Mordania. These are the most common members of the family Comelinaceae. Pontederiaceae, Flagellariaceae, then Restionaceae, Centrolepidaceae, Cyanantheraceae, Philidraceae, Rapataceae, and Thurniaceae are some of the other families from the Pherinosae. The next order, that is ninth order in the Monocotyledon, that is Liliflori, that is the liliales, which includes the families Juncaceae, then Liliaceae, that is Elaeum which is the most common member of this family. Then Smilax is the another common member of this family. Then Stemonaceae, Hemodoraceae, Amaryllidaceae, Crinum is one of the member of this family. Then Velogiaceae, Taccaceae, that is the Tacca. Then Dioscorea from the family Dioscoriaceae, and Iridaceae, that is Gladiolus is one of the genus from the family Iridaceae. The 10th order, that is Scetamini, which includes the family Musaceae, that is Musa paradisiaca, banana plant. Then Zingiberaceae, this includes curcuma, gingiber, and costus, which are most common. Then Canna, that is from the family Cannaceae. Then Marantaceae, these are the families of the Scetamini. And the last one order in the Monocotyledon in this system of the classification are Bermaniaceae and Orchidaceae. Orchids, that is the Vanda, then Habenaria, these are the most common species found everywhere from the family Orchidaceae. And in this classification in the Monocotyledon, if we see the total number of 45 families, out of that the Orchidaceae is placed at the end. Means Engler and Prantl considered the Orchidaceae as the most advanced family. But nowadays, if you see the classification, the Orchidaceae is placed before the Poaceae, and here in this system of the classification which is proposed by the Engler and Prantl, the Orchidaceae is placed later on after the Poaceae and Cyperaceae. So this is again one of the difference or the point, or we can say that we can't agree with such a type of the evolution of the organisms. Then second class in the subdivision Angiospermi, and that is Dicotyledons. This Dicotyledon include the 44 orders and 261 families. In earlier classification, which is proposed by Bentham and Hooker, we have already seen the characteristic features of the dicot and the monocot, and already I told you regarding the correlation of the characters which are found in the dicot and the monocot. So here the dicotyledons, that is the presence of the two cotyledon, taproot system, reticulate type of the venation, so etc., which include the two subclasses, that is Archiclamidae and Metaclamidae. So the Archiclamidae, which is also known as Apetalae, which includes 33 orders and 201 families. If we see the characteristic feature of this Archiclamidae in the dicotyledons, then we will find that the flowers with 2 or 1 or no whole of perianth, means either there is a presence of the single whole, either there may be the presence of both the wholes, that is calyx and corolla both are present, or even the calyx and corolla both are absent, that is no whole. And hence I told you earlier that if we see the polypetalae from the Bentham and Hooker system of the classification and monoclamidae, then here this Archiclamidae is the combination of these two different classes. Again, in addition to this, the inner whole free, that inner whole is nothing but the corolla, that is petals are free, rarely united, or even the petals are absent. And on the basis of these characters, here the Archiclamidae includes 44 different orders. First one, that is verticillati, and the family which comes under the verticillati is Casuarinaceae. The most common member of the Casuarinaceae is Casuarina equisetifolia, which is known to everyone. Then second one, that is Peprels, which includes the different families like Saururaceae, Pipraceae, that is piper beetle, which is one of the organism from this family. Then Chloranthraceae and Lacistemonaceae. So these are from the Peprels. Then the third order in the dicotyledons in the Archiclamidae is Salicales, which include the single family, that is Salicaceae, and Salix is one of the genera. Then Hydrostachyiales, and this contain the family Hydrostachyaceae. Then Garrulus contain the family Garryaceae. Myricales with the family Myricaceae, and Balanopsida contain the family Balanopsidaceae. So these are different orders from the Salicales to the Balanopsidales. Here these different orders contain only the single family in each order. The next one, that is eighth order, is Litnariales, which include the family Litnariaceae. Juglandales family Juglandiaceae. Julianales include the family Juliniaceae. Batidales include the family Batidaceae. Phagales include the family Baechulaceae and Phagaceae. Then Urticales, that is family Ulmaceae, which include the genera Holoptelia and Trema. Then Moraceae, which include the family in Urticales and the genera which are Picus, Morasalba, etc. Then Urticaceae, which include the organisms like Laportea, Interrupta, and Pausalzia. Then Podostemales include the family Podostemys. Proteales include the family Proteaceae, and the Xanthales include the family Olacaceae, that is Olax candens, Olax ptacorum. These are the members from the family Olacaceae. Then Opiliaceae, Octonemataceae, then Grubiaceae, Xanthalaceae. The most common member of the Xanthalaceae is Xanthallum album, that is Chandan plant. Then Myxodendraceae, Loranthecae, that the Dendropthy falcata is one of the common member from this family, which is partial parasite. Then Aristolochiales, which include the three different families, that is Aristolochiaceae, Rafflesiaceae, and Hydronoraceae. And the Aristolochia is the most prominent genus of the Aristolochiaceae, and Rafflesia from the Rafflesiaceae. Then Balanophorales include the family Balanophoraceae, and the genera is Balanophora. Then Polygonales includes the family Polygonaceae, that is Polygonum is most of the genus, Polygonum including the Antigonon Leptopus. So these are the very common plant from the family Polygonaceae. The next order from the Archiclamidae is the Centrospermi. This includes Chenopodiaceae, which includes the Beta vulgaris, Chenopodium album, Spinacia, Daucus carota. These are the most common members from the family Chenopodiaceae. Then Amaranthaceae, Amaranthus viridis, Amaranthus bleatum, then Acheranthus aspera are the some common members from the family Amaranthaceae. Then Nyctaginaceae, that is Mirabilis jalapa. Then Boerevia, Bougainvillea, these are the most common members of the Nyctaginaceae. Then Phytolaxaceae, Azoaceae, and the member of Azoaceae is Gisegia farnacioides. Portulaca is the most common member from the family Portulacaceae. Bacilla from the family Bacillaceae. Then Caryophyllaceae, that is Polycarmia corymbosa, and Vaccaria pyramidata are the most common member from the family Caryophyllaceae. Gyrostemonaceae and Acatocarpaceae are other families from the Centrospermi of the Acclamidae. So, the next order from the Archiclamidae, and that is Ranels. If we see the Bentham and Hooker system of the classification, then the Ranels is placed at the initial level of the classification, and here the Ranels is placed in the middle of the classification. Nowadays, we know the Ranels as a primitive group of the angiosperms, or the Ranels include the primitive angiosperms. So, it includes the Nymphaceae. The most common member is the Nymphea. Then Ceratophyllaceae, that is the Ceratophyllum is one of the genus. Then Cercidiphyllaceae, Trochodendraceae, Ranunculaceae, that is the Ranunculus. Then Delphinium, these are the common members from the family Ranunculaceae. Lardizabalaceae, then Barbaridaceae, Menispermaceae, Cocculus hirsutus, which is the most common member of the family Menispermaceae. Then Ctenospora cordifolia, which is again one of the most common member. Magnoliaceae, that is the Magnolia champaca chapa, which is from the family Magnoliaceae. Then Calicanthaceae, Lactoridaceae, Annonaceae, custard apple, Annona squamosa. Then Polyalthea longifolia. So, these are the common members from the family Annonaceae. Then Eupomotiaceae, Maristicaceae, then Monimiaceae, then Gomorticaceae, Lauraceae, then Hernandiaceae, and Hymantandraceae. So, these are the other families from the order Ranels. The next order is Rheodeles, which includes the family Papaveraceae, and the most common member of this family is Argemone mexicana. Then Caparidaceae, that is the Caparis, Cretiva, Cleome are the some members of the family Caparidaceae. Then Cruciferi, that is Brassicaceae nowadays, and this includes the Brassica campestris, Raphanus sativa, Eruca. So, these are the common members. Then Tovariaceae, Racidaceae, Moringaceae, that is Moringa. Then Brachydraceae. So, these are the different families from the Rheodeles. The 23rd order of Archiclamidae is Sarraceniales, which include the family Sarraceniaceae, Nepenthaceae, and the Nepenthaceae includes the member that is Nepenthus, and Droseraceae include the member that is Drosera. And if we see both these families, or the families which comes under Sarraceniales, these are insectivorous organisms which are placed in association with each other or close to each other. The next order is Roselles, which includes the Crassulaceae, and the common member is Kalanchopinnata. Then Cephalotaceae, Saxifragaceae, Pictosporaceae, Brunelliaceae, Quinoneaceae, then Bruniaceae, Myrothamnaceae, Hamamelidaceae, then Eucomniaceae, Plantanaceae, Crossosomataceae, Rosaceae. The most common member from the Rosaceae is the Rosa indica, Conaraceae, Leguminosae. Nowadays, this family is known as Fabaceae, which include three subfamilies, that is Papilionaceae, Caesalpinaceae and Mimosaceae. And nowadays, with respect to the recent classifications, now these subfamilies, that is Papilionoideae, Caesalpinoideae and Mimosoideae, are considered as a families as Papilionaceae, Caesalpinaceae and Mimosaceae. And this is on the basis of the type of the fruit, that is legume. Then Rhoridulaceae and Biblidaceae. So these are the rest of the families from the rosales. The next order, that is Pandanus, that is family Pandanaceae, which include the genus Pandanus. Then the 26th order in Archiclamidae or the dicotyledons, that is Geraniales, which include the family Oxalidaceae, that is Oxalis is one of the genus. Then Geraniaceae, then Tropiolaceae, Linaceae, that is Linum is one of the genus. Then Erythroxylaceae, then Zygophyllaceae, that is Tribulus terrestris, which is the small herbaceous plant having the yellow flowers. Then Neuraceae, then Rutaceae. The most common members of the Rutaceae are Murraya coengi. Then in addition to that, there are some other members like the citrus species, Atlanta monophylla. So these are the common plants from the family Rutaceae. Then Cimarobaceae, that is Ailanthus excelsa, which is the tree from the family Cimarobaceae. Then Burseraceae, that is Garuga pinnata and Boswellia serrata. These are the two common members from the family Burseraceae. Then Meliaceae, Melia azaderac, then Azadiracta indica, Soemida febrifuga. So these are the most common members from the family Meliaceae. Then Acariaceae, Malpighiaceae, and the most common member from the Malpighiaceae is Aspidopteris, which is the vine and usually found in the forest. Then Trigoniaceae, Vaucaceae, then Trimondraceae, Polygalaceae, that is Polygala, which is the most common member from this family. Then Dicapitalaceae, Euphorbiaceae, and there are the many members of the Euphorbiaceae, that is Euphorbia, Phyllanthus, Cicoriniga, Chrozophora. These are the most common members from the family Euphorbiaceae. Then Daphneophyllaceae and Calitrichaceae. The next order in the Archiclamidae, that is Sapindales, and this Sapindales include Buxaceae, Empederaceae, Carrieraceae, Limnanthaceae, Anacardiaceae, Anacardium occidentale, Mangifera indica. So these are the common plants from this family. Cyriliaceae, then Pentaphyllaceae, then Corinocarpaceae, Aquifoliaceae, Celastraceae, that is Celastrus, then Cassin glauca, Metanus emarginatus. So these are the most common members from the family Celastraceae. Then Hippocrataceae, Salvadora from the Salvadoraceae, then Stockhausiaceae, then Staphyliaceae, Icacinaceae, then Extoxiaceae, Aceraceae, Hippocastanaceae, then Sapindaceae, which includes the genus Sapindus, Cardiospermum, and Dodonia viscosa, which are the very well known and common members of this family. Then Sabiaceae, Meliantheraceae, then Dideriaceae, and Balsaminaceae, that is Impatiens balsamina is one of the member of this family, earlier which was in a cultivation and now usually found in a escaped in a condition. The next one, that is Rhamnels, which include the family Rhamnaceae, and the most common member of the Rhamnaceae is Ziziphus jujuba, Ventilago denticulata, then Vitaceae, Vitis vinifera, Caesus, Ampellocaesus. So these are some other members from the family Vitaceae. Then Malvaceae, which includes the Elaeocarpaceae, then Cleanaceae, Tiliaceae, that is Grevia, Triumphata, Corchorus. These are the most common members from the Tiliaceae. Then Malvaceae, which is the very well known to everyone, that is Hibiscus rosa sinensis, which is the well known plant from this family. Abelmoschus, Pavonia, Abutilon. So these are some other members from this family Malvaceae. Then Bombax, Ceiba, Ceiba pentandra. These are the common members from the family Bombaceae. Sterculiaceae, that is Sterculia urens, Melochia corporifolia. These are the most common members from the family Sterculiaceae. And the last one in the Malvales, that is the Scytopetalaceae. So these are the different families which included in the Malvales. The next one, that is Parietalist order, which include the family Delaneaceae. Delanea is one of the member from this family. Then Actinidiaceae, Eucryphaceae, Medusaginaceae, then Ocanaceae, Strasburgaceae in the name of Strasburger, then Caryocaraceae, then Markgraviaceae, then Quinaceae, Thiaceae, that is Thea sinensis, which is one of the plant, Gattiferi, Dipterocarpaceae. Dipterocarpus is the plant from this family. Then Elatinaceae, Frankeniaceae, Tamaricaceae, that is the tamarix is one of the plant from this family. Cistaceae, Bixaceae, then Cochlospermum from the Cochlospermaceae, then Canelaceae, Violaceae, that is Viola or the Ionidium from this family, Placoartia from the family Placoartiaceae, then Stachyuraceae, Turneraceae, Malesherbiaceae, Passiflora from the family Passifloraceae, then Acariaceae, Caricaceae, that is Carica papaya, then Losaceae, Datiscaceae, Begoniaceae, Ancistrocladaceae. So these are the families which comes under the Parietalist. And the 31st order in the subclass Archiclamidae, that is Opuntiales, which include the Cactaceae family, and the most common genus of this family is Opuntia. The 32nd order of this subclass Archiclamidae is a Myriflori, which include the family Gisolomaceae, then Panaceaceae, then Auliniaceae, Thymelaceae, Elacagnacea, Lythraceae, the most common member Amania from the Lythraceae, then Heteropyxidaceae, Sonaritiaceae, Criteroniaceae, Punicaceae, Punica granatum is the most common member, then Lacethidaceae, that is Caria arborea, which is the tree from this family, Rhizophoraceae, that is Rhizophora, which is the marshy plants found in the marshy places, then Nissaceae, Alangiaceae, that is Alangium salvifolium from this family, which is the common plant. Then Combretaceae, that is Combretum, Anogesus, Terminalia, Calicopteris. So these are the most common members from the family. Then Myrtaceae, Eucalyptus, then Melastomaceae, Hydrocaritaceae, that is Trapaceae, Trapanatans, then Onagraceae, that is Jussia, which is one of the member from the Onagraceae, or it is even well known as the Ludwigia. Then Holoragaceae, Hippuridaceae, and Theligonaceae and Cynomoriaceae are other families from the order, that is Mariflora. And the last one, that is in the Archiclamidae, that is Apetalae, which includes Araliaceae, Umbelliferae, that is Apiaceae nowadays, and Cornaceae. This Apiaceae or Umbelliferae include the Coriandrum sativum, which is the most common plant and known to everyone. Then Phoeniculum, Trichispermum, Amni, and Saceli are some other genera which are common and from the family Umbelliferae. The second subclass of the Dicotyledon, and that is Metaclamidae, which means the sympetalae, that is gamopetalous type of the condition. This include 11 orders and 57 families, and the flowers usually sympatalous, rarely polypetalous, one or two whorl of the stamens, and hypo or epigynous condition. The first order in the Metaclamidae is Dipensiales, which include the family Dipensiaceae. The second order, that is Ericales, include Ericaceae, then Clenthraceae, Epacridaceae, Limnoaceae, and Pyrrolaceae. The third order, that is Primulales, include the family Theophragstaceae, which is in the name of Theophrastus, Myricinaceae, and Primulaceae, and the most common genera of the Primulaceae is Anagales arvensis. The fourth order, that is Plumbaginales, which include the family Plumbaginaceae, and Plumbago jalanica is the most common genera or the species from this family. Then the fifth one, that is Ebenales, which include the Sapotaceae, then Haplostigmaceae, Ebenaceae, Symplocaceae, Styracaceae, and Lysocarpaceae. So Madhuca indica, Mimosops elengi, and Manilcara zapota, these are the most common members and well-known members from the family Sapotaceae. And the species of Diospyros comes under the Ebenaceae. The sixth one order, that is Contorti, include the Oleaceae, Dysfrontineaceae, Loganiaceae. Mitriola is one of the member, that is from the Loganiaceae. Then Gentianaceae, that is Canscora species from the Gentianaceae. Hexacum, Hoppia, these are the other members from the family Gentianaceae. Then Apocynaceae, and most common members are Thivacea peruviana, now it is known as Cascabella thivacea, Nerium indicum, Vinca rosea. So these are the other common members from the family Apocynaceae. Then Asclepiadaceae, the most common member is Calotropis procera, Telosma. So again one of the member, that is Bidaria cuspidata, which is one of the rare plants from this family Asclepiadaceae. The seventh order from the Metaclamidae, that is Tubiflorae, which include the Convolvulaceae. That is, the Convolvulaceae include the species of Ipomia, Argyria, Meremia, Volvulopsis, etc. Then Polemoniaceae, Fauqueriaceae, Linoaceae, Hydrophyllaceae, then Boraginaceae, Heliotropium, then Trichodesma, Coldenia. These are the most common members from the family Boraginaceae. Then Verbinaceae, Vitex nigundo. Then the most common member, that is Tictona grandis, Lantana camera. Then Labiatae, and the most common member of the Labiatae is Leonotis nipetifolia, Ocimum sanctum. So these are the very much common. Then Nipeta hindostana are also other member. Then Nolanaceae, Solanaceae, the most common member of the Solanaceae, that is Solanum xanthocarpum, Solanum melongena, Solanum tuberosum, Datura stammonium, capsicum. So there are many members from this family and well known to everyone. Then Scrofulariaceae, Lindernia, then Scoparia. So these are the members from the family Scrofulariaceae. Bignoniaceae, Bignonia, Alamanda, Ticoma stans. These are the some members from the family Bignoniaceae. Pedaliaceae, that is Sesamum, which is one of the member from this family. Martiniaceae, that is Martinia annua from this family, the only genus. Orobanchi from the family Orobanchaceae. Gesneriaceae, Columeliaceae, Lentibulariaceae, and the most common members of the family Lentibulariaceae are the species of Utricularia. Then Globulariaceae, Acanthaceae, and the most common and well known member is Adathoda vasaica from this family. Rangia pectinata, another well known common member. Then Justicia species. So these are from the Acanthaceae. Then Myoporaceae and Firmaceae. So these are the other families which comes under the Tubiflorae. Then the next one order, that is Plantagenales, which include the family Plantaginaceae. The ninth order in Metaclamidae includes the Rubiales, which include the family Rubiaceae, and the most common member of the Rubiaceae is Ixora. Then Adoxaceae, Dipsacaceae, Caprifoliaceae, and Valerinaceae. So these are the other families which comes under the Rubiales. Then Cucurbitales include the family Cucurbitaceae, Solana amplexicoli, Momardica carentia. So these are the Cucurbita pepo. These are the most common members of this family. Then the last order in the Metaclamidae, that is 11th order, and that is Campanulales, and this Campanulales include 6 different families, that is Campanulaceae, then Brumeniaceae, or even the Wallenbergia, that is from the family Campanulaceae. Then next one, that is third one, that is the Caliceraceae, Goodeniaceae, Stylidiaceae, and Compositae. So here if we see the dicotyledons, the Compositae is placed at the end of the classification in the dicot, and the Orchidaceae is placed in the end of the classification in the monocotyledons. So this is the type of system which is proposed as a phylogenetic system of the classification by Engler and Frenkel. and the composite is well known for the sunflower, then Tridax procumbens, Ageratum conizoid. So there are many members from this family and well known in every area. So what are the merits and demerits of Engler and Prandtl system of the classification that we will discuss in these two slides. According to this system, the large artificial group of the Bentham and Hooker's system, that is Monoclamidae, has been completely abolished and its families have been distributed among the related forms with free petals in the large series of this Engler's system, and that is known as Archiclamidae. Earlier when we have studied, I told you the Archiclamidae include the polypetalae and the members of Monoclamidae. So this is one of the modification which is made in the Engler and Prandtl system of the classification, and which is different than that of the Bentham and Hooker system of the classification. Then the sympetalae of this system correspond to the gammopetalae of Bentham and Hooker system of the classification. Sympetalae indicates that the fused petals. So this fused petal is nothing but the gammopetalous type of the condition, and hence it corresponds to both one. Then in this system the gymnosperms are treated separately, that we have seen the gymnosperms are placed before the angiosperms, and this is one of the merit of this system, because in the Bentham and Hooker system of the classification this gymnosperm is placed in between the monocotyledons and the dicotyledons. Then the families with the inferior ovary have been treated in the last, and both in Archiclamidae and Sympetalae. So it indicates that the superior ovary evolved first and later on the inferior ovary. The advancement is marked from the hypogyny to the complete epigyny through the perigyny in the system of the classification proposed by the Engler and Prandtl. The Engler considered the orchids to be the more highly evolved than the grasses, and hence here in the monocotyledon the last family which is included, and that is a Orchidaceae. Then again they classified the whole plant kingdom into the 14th division. This is again one of the benefit, that complete system which is given as a phylogenetic system of the classification by Engler and Prandtl, which includes each and every plant, and that is classified into the 14 different divisions. So this is also for understanding of the complete plant kingdom into the different divisions and the classes, subclasses, orders, suborders, families, etc. with respect to their phylogenetic relationship. In addition to the merits or some positive points, there are again some of the demerits of the Engler and Prandtl system of the classification. As in this system, the Amentiferae, that is the catkin bearing families like the Salicaceae, Juglandaceae, Betulaceae, Casuarinaceae, etc. have been regarded the most primitive and precede the Petaliferous families like the Ranunculaceae, Magnoliaceae, etc. But if we compare the Ranunculaceae and Magnoliaceae with respect to the position in a Bentham and Hooker system of the classification, we will find that the Ranunculaceae and Magnoliaceae are placed and given the primitive nature. So this is one of the demerits in this system of the classification, because nowadays also the Ranunculaceae and the Magnoliaceae are considered as the primitive families of the angiosperms, but here in the system of the Engler and Prandtl, here these families are considered as a advanced one. Then the Amentiferae are reduced rather than a primitive group. If we see the evolution of angiosperms, then the members which comes under the Amentiferae like the members of the Fagaceae, Salicaceae, Casuarinaceae, etc. So these are the flowers, or these families bearing the flowers are the reduced and not the primitive ones. According to the Baceae and other polypetalae was earlier, and the apetalae was derived from it through modifications. This indicates that the polypetalae or the plants with the sepals and the petals or the free petals are more primitive than the plants which do not possess the petals and the sepals, that is apetally, which are the advanced ones. But here the reverse case is in the system of the classification given by the Engler and Pruntle. Then the acceptance of the derivation of diclamatus flowers, that is perianth in the two series, that is calyx and corolla, from the monoclamatus ones, that is perianth in a single series, is also objectionable, because if we see in today's condition the evolution of the angiosperm according to the angiosperm phylogeny group, then we will find that the presence of two whorl in the perianth, that is calyx and corolla, with the free sepal, free petal, is a primitive character of the angiosperms, and the presence of the one whorl, that is the monoclamatus type of the condition, is a advanced character. But this is not the case in case of the classification which is proposed by the Engler and Pruntle, and hence it is objectionable. Then derivation of the parietal placentation from the axile placentation. Then derivation of the free central placentation from the parietal placentation. Then derivation of the bisexual flowers from the unisexual flowers. Then derivation from the entomophily from the anemophily. And all these things during the course of the evolution of the angiosperms are in a reverse condition, and hence all these are the doubtful with respect to the phylogeny of the angiosperms. In this system, the monocots have been considered to be the more primitive than the dicot, which does not correspond to the present day knowledge, because every time whenever we are studying the angiosperms, we are studying the dicotyledons first and later on the monocotyledons. This indicates that among the angiosperms, the dicots are more primitive than the monocotyledons, but in the Engler and Pruntle system of the classification, the monocotyledons are placed earlier than the dicotyledons, and this is also not the correct position of the monocotyledons. So these are the different demerits of Engler and Pruntle system of the classification. If you see, the complete literature which is provided in this is nothing but the compilation from the different books, and in any single book such type of the literature is not possible to collect. And hence I am very much confident that the UG and the PG student will be benefited through this lecture series on the different titles of angiosperm taxonomy. Even it will be very helpful to the researchers in angiosperm taxonomy. So if you like this complete lecture series and this lecture also, then kindly like, share and subscribe our YouTube channel, and also press bell icon for the alerts of every lecture to be uploaded on Life Sciences titles. Thank you very much for complete listening of this lecture. Thanks a lot once again.